নয়ন তুম বেণু সোন বাজি মোর মে তুম বেণু সোন বাজি মোর মে গোপনে গোপনে বিজন কাননে গোপনে গোপনে বিজন কাননে বিধুর বেদনা পাশরে বসে বিধুর বেদনা পাশরে বসে হেরিতে চন্দ্র বদনা হেরিতে চন্দ্র বদনা বেদনাম তরু ফেরি ফেরি যায় নয়ন হেরি করুণা নয়ন অচির মন অধীরে খোঁজই অচির মন অধীরে খোঁজই মধুর লগনে আসিব কি আই মধুর লগনে আসিব কি আই পুজিବାକୁ ରଙ୍ଗ ଶ୍ରୀଚରଣ ଦୁଇ ପୂଜିବାକୁ ରଙ୍ଗ ଶ୍ରୀଚରଣ ଦୁଇ ବସିଛି ପତିଆ ଧନ বসিছি পতিয়া ধন বেদনাম তরু ফেরি ফেরি যায় নয়ন হেরি করুণা নয়ন পাই নাহি বলি বাজি নাহি মোকে পাই নাহি বলি বাজি নাহি মোকে ভেটুছি অন্তরে গোপনে গোপনে ভেটুছি অন্তরে গোপনে গোপনে প্রণমি তুমকো বাটিছি দেবতা বাটিছি দেবতা ভেটিବାକୁ ঘন ঘন ভেটিବାକୁ ঘন ঘন বেদনাম তরু ফেরি ফেরি যায় হেরি করুণা নয়ন হেরি করুণা নয়ন আবাহন করে আহে দেবতা আবাহন बहन करे आसहे देवता न कहिबि वेदनार कथा न कहिबि वेदनार कथा आस प्रियतम मन कुंज बने आस प्रियतम मन कुंज बने पूजिबे चरण पूजिबे रंग वेदनान्तरु फेरी फेरी जाए करुणा नयन करुणा नयन मन्तरे वेदना गुहारे अन्तरे देते वेदना गुहारे परसे तुमरी मना परसे तुमरी मना वेदनान्तरु फेरी फेरी जाए करुणा नयन वेदनान्तरु फेरी फेरी जाए करुणा नयन। जय जय देते देखुथिले तुमर पठाणी मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाई मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाई मरम मझिरे झपिटी तुम्हारा मरम मझिरे झपिटी तुम्हारा प्रीति पल्लवरे आंकिबा पाई प्रीति पल्लवरे आंकिबा पाई मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाई मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाई जेते शुणुथिले तुम मधुबाणी भल लागे पुणी शुणिबा पाई जेते शुणुथिले तुम मधुबाणी भल लागे पुणी शुणिबा पाई किए बाट किए अबाट मलागी किए बाट किए अबाट मलागी तुम आलुअरे जानिबा पाई तुम आलुअरे जानिबा पाई मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाई मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाई जेते गाउथिले नामटी तुमारा भल लागे पुणी गाई विधुर बीनार चेतनर तारे भाइबा पाए, चेतनर तारे भाइबा पाए। मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाए, जेते देखुथिले तुमर पठाणी। मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाए, मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाए। जेते पाउथिले तुमरी आशीष, मन हुए पुणी पाइबा पाए। जेते पाउथिले तुमरी आशीष, मन हुए पुणी पाइबा पाए। सेई आशीषरे दुखी जीवनर, सेई आशीषरे दुखी जीवनर सकल यातना धोइबा पाए, सकल यातना धोइबा पाए। मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाए, जेते देखुथिले तुमर पठाणी। मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाए, मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाए। जेते लौटुथिले तुमरी सेवारे, भल लागे पुणी लौटिबा पाए। जेते लौटुथिले तुमरी सेवारे, भल लागे पुणी लौटिबा पाए। तुम पूजा लागी श्री चरण तले, फूलटिए होई फुटिबा पाए, फूलटिए होई फुटिबा पाए। मन हुए पुणी देखिबा पाए, जय गुरु। का मोजीना ठाणे के मन हरा, का मोजीना ठाणे के मन हरा। दरसने सब दुख, दरसने सब दुख कुंचिला मोर। दरसने सब दुख कुंचिला मोर। कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर सुरंग पद जुगल दर फुटंता कमल सुरंग पद जुगल दर फुटंता कमल मन भृंग गलाखी मन भृंग गलाखी होई विभोर मन भृंग गलाखी होई विभोर कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर कांति चंपका बरण अंग बांध मोहे मन कांति चंपका बरण अंग बांध मोहे मन बक्ष कुलंबिछि चारु बक्ष कुलंबिछि चारु जोड़ा कुंतल बक्ष कुलंबिछि चारु जोड़ा कुंतल कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर मुखमंडल भंगिमा जगते नाही उपमा मुखमंडल जगते नाही उपमा न धर धरे हास न धर धरे हास तेरे रसाळ न धर धरे हास तेरे रसाळ कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर जलद गंभीर वाणी धन्य हेला कान शुणी जलद गंभीर वाणी धन्य हेला कान शुणी सरजिला हृदय कोणे सरजिला हृदय कोणे दिव्य झंकार सरजिला हृदय कोणे दिव्य झंकार कोटि काम वीणा ठाणे कि मनोहर ମଦିନା ଥାନେ କି ମନୋହର ତତେ ଏଡ଼େ ଭାଗ୍ୟ ହେବ ନୟନ ଦେଖୁଥିବ ତତେ ଏଡ଼େ ଭାଗ୍ୟ ହେବ ନୟନ ଦେଖୁଥିବ ସନ୍ତାପ ହରାର ପଶେ ସନ୍ତାପ ହରାର ପଶେ ନିଶିପାସର ସନ୍ତାପ ହରାର ପଶେ ନିଶିପାସର କୋଟି କାମ ଜିରା ଥାରେ କି ମନୋହର କୋଟି କାମ ଜିଣା ଥାନେ କି ମନୋହର ଜୀବନର ଅଭିଳାଷ ପଦ ଯୁଗ ପରଶ ଜୀବନର ଅଭିଳାଷ ପଦ ଯୁଗ ପରଶ ପିଣ୍ଡର ପରାଡ଼ ହେବା ପିଣ୍ଡର ପରାଡ଼ ହେବା ବେଳେ ବାହାର ପିଣ୍ଡର ପରାଡ଼ ହେବା ବେଳେ ବାହାର କୋଟି କାମ ଜିଣା ଥାନେ କି ମନୋହର କୋଟି କାମ ଜିଣା ଥାନେ କି ମନୋହର ଦରଶନେ ସବୁ ଦୁଃଖ ଦରଶନେ ସବୁ ଦୁଃଖ ଘୁଞ୍ଚିଲା ମୋର ଦରଶନେ ସବୁ ଦୁଃଖ ଘୁଞ୍ଚିଲା ମୋର କୋଟି କାମ ଜିଣା ଥାନେ କି ମନୋହର କୋଟି କାମ ଜିଣା ଥାନେ କି ମନୋହର ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ସେବିକାଙ୍କ ସ୍ୱୀକୃତି। ମୁଁ ଠାକୁର ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ନିଗମାନନ୍ଦ ସରସ୍ୱତୀ ଦେବଙ୍କୁ
ମୁଁ ଠାକୁର ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ନିଗମାନନ୍ଦ ସରସ୍ୱତୀ ଦେବଙ୍କୁ
Mute off.
ମୁଁ ଠାକୁର ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ନିଗମାନନ୍ଦ ସରସ୍ୱତୀ ଦେବଙ୍କୁ
ଏକମାତ୍ର ଗୁରୁ ଏବଂ ଇଷ୍ଟ ରୂପେ ବରଣ କରିଅଛି
ଏକମାତ୍ର ଗୁରୁ ଏବଂ ଇଷ୍ଟ ରୂପେ ବରଣ କରିଅଛି
ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରଦତ୍ତ ଜୟଗୁରୁ ସିଦ୍ଧମନ୍ତ୍ର ଗ୍ରହଣ କରି
ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରଦତ୍ତ ଜୟଗୁରୁ ସିଦ୍ଧମନ୍ତ୍ର ଗ୍ରହଣ କରି
ନୀଳାଚଳ ସାରସ୍ୱତ ସଂଘ ପୁରୀଙ୍କ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦେଶରେ
ନୀଳାଚଳ ସାରସ୍ୱତ ସଂଘ ପୁରୀଙ୍କ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦେଶରେ
ପରିଚାଳିତ ହେବା ପାଇଁ ସ୍ୱୀକୃତି ପ୍ରଦାନ କରୁଅଛି
ପରିଚାଳିତ ହେବା ପାଇଁ ସ୍ୱୀକୃତି ପ୍ରଦାନ କରୁଅଛି।
ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର କହୁଛନ୍ତି, ବତ୍ସ ମୁଁ ସଦ୍ଗୁରୁ, ମୋ ଭିତରେ ଜଗଦ୍ଗୁରୁଙ୍କ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହିଁ ଲୀଳାୟିତ ହୋଇ ଉଠିଛି। ତୁମମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁକ୍ତିପଥ ପ୍ରଦର୍ଶନ କରାଇବା ହିଁ ମୋର କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ। ଯେଉଁମାନେ ମୋ ଉପରେ ନିର୍ଭର କରି ବସିଛ, ମୁଁ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ହାତ ଧରି ମୁକ୍ତିଧାମକୁ ନେଇଯିବି तुम ठाकुर सद्गुरु केवल एतिकी विश्वास थिबा आवश्यक। माँ मान प्रति श्री श्री ठाकुर उपदेश। माँ मातृत्व हृदय पूर्ण कर, रमणीत्व शैतान उच्छिष्ट, सुतरां जननीत्व व्यतीत श्री भगवान पवित्र मूर्ति अन्य काहारी नयन गोचर हुए नहीं। से सर्वत्र विद्यमान, किंतु भक्तर उपयुक्त अवस्था न आसवा पर्यंत से सम्मुख को आसी दर्शन दान करती नहीं। से संसार बन्ही भक्त को जलाई पोड़ाई उपयुक्त कर नियंती। मु आशीर्वाद करुछि, तुमे सही मातृत्व प्रतिष्ठित हुओ एवं चिरदिन निमित्त सही मातृसत्ता विलीन हो जाओ। तुमे माने मोर अंतरंग भक्त, सुतरां तुमे माने संसार तापरे तापित हुई अशांति मध्य थाई भगवत महिमा प्रचार न कले आउ करिबो किए? भगवान व्यतीत आउ केही जे परीक्षा दे परिबे नहीं। तेणु भगवान कवि मुखरे कहिसेंती, परीक्षा न मम स्वगण कातर। माँ ए संसार मायार खेल घर, अज्ञानतार मोहिनी मूर्ति। तेणु सुख जे बाहरे नहीं अच्छी निज अंतर रे। सुख भोगरे नहीं अच्छी केवल त्यागरे बा जोगरे। बाह्य विषय संस्पर्श जो सुख ताहा आसक्ति पाप कलुषित। मन द्वारा भगवान को स्वरूप उपलब्धि ही प्रकृत निर्मल पवित्र सुख। तुम्हें मन प्राण पवित्र करी सच्चिदानंद श्री भगवान को नाम रूप चिंता कर और मुखरे तांकर जय उच्चारण कर। जेते परिमाण रे चित्त शुद्ध भाव धारण करिवो तेते परिमाण रे तुम्हें निर्मल सुख अनुभव करि परिबो। बेले बाहिक सुख दुख रे किंबा लोकंक कथारे मन विचलित हेब नहीं और सांसारिक घात प्रतिघात रे शांति भोग करने को पड़िब नहीं। यह व्यतीत शांति लाभर अन्य पंथा नहीं। पुत्र कन्या मानकु भगवान ज्ञान रे सुख पाई सेमानकर जत्न नियो। गुरुजन मानकर अबाध्य हो नहीं। यथासाध्य दिन दुखी मानकर उपकार कर, केबे हेले आचार लंघन कर नहीं। माँ तुम्हें बाह्य विषय सुख आशा त्याग करी अंतरर अंतरतम प्रदेश रे बुड़ी जाई मते खोजिले देखिबो। मु जगत जननी को कोଳରେ धरी तुम हृदय पूर्ण करी बसी रही बसते सेतेबेले जाई तुमर समस्त अभाव दूर हेबो। तुम्हें केवल भगवान को सर्वस्व समर्पण करी सर्वांतकरण रे तांकरी नाम उच्चारण करी जाओ। बसते बाहर मोर दर्शन न पाइले मध्य तुमर किछि मात्र क्षति हेब नहीं। बाहिक विषय मात्र के माइक बोली जानिमो। तुम्हें मते अंतर रे दर्शन करने को अभ्यास कर। बाह्य देह द्वारा बाह्य कार्य करिवो और अंतर रे तांको धरी रखिथिबो। मु देहस्थ यह भूली मु तुमर हृदयस्थ बोली चिंतित पुरस्तर व्यवधान घुंची जीव। माँ तुम्हें स्वामी के मध्य मते दर्शन करने को अभ्यास मन करिवो। तुमर स्वामी जगत स्वामी और स्वामीकर स्वामित्व श्री श्री ठाकुर सत्ता व्यतीत अन्य किछि नुहे। एतिकी भावना रे नारी जन्म सार्थक होइजिवो। प्राण रे अपुरंत आनंदर स्रोत प्रवाहित हेबो। आशीर्वाद तुम्हें सही भावर अधिकारिणी हुओ। स्वामी ही नारी मानकर गुरु। मन बाकर आदेश पालन और तांकरी सेवा ही नारी मानकर परम धर्म। स्वामी को गुरु ब्रह्म ज्ञान सुख पाई भगवत निर्भरता रक्षा करिपारिले ही नारी जन्म सार्थक हेबो। गृहिणीर स्वामी सेवा और संतान पालन स्वधर्म। तेणु नारी मानकर साधन भजन समय अल्प। तरह सर्वदा गुरु नाम जप करने को अभ्यास करिवो। सधवा नारी माने स्वामी भितर भगवान को एवं विधवा नारी माने भगवान भितर स्वामी को चिंता करिवे। अन्यथा धर्म बा भगवान को छाड़ी केवल स्वामी को चिंता कले एथिरे बिंदु मात्र उन्नति हेब नहीं। माँ ए जगत रे राजराणी ठारू भिकारुणी पर्यंत समस्तंकर समान अभाव। अब राज्य रे उपनीत न हेबा पर्यंत काहारी अभाव दूर हेब नहीं। जीव जगत को सुख पाइबा को शिक्षा कर, अभाव मेंटी जीव। जय गुरु।
जय गुरु। जय विश्वपति शिव स्वरूप है। जय विश्वपति शिव स्वरूप है। परमानंद दाई चंद्र रूप है। परमानंद दाई चंद्र रूप है। जय शांत
জগতাঈশ্বর জয় শান্ত দাস জগতাঈশ্বর জগৎপতি ঘৃণা মোর নমস্কার জগৎপতি ঘৃণা মোর নমস্কার জয় সকল বিবুধ আশ্রয়হি জয় সকল বিবুধ আশ্রয় জয় ব্রহ্ম স্বরূপ সদা জয়হি জয় ব্রহ্ম স্বরূপ সদা জয়হি সতি প্রাণাধিকা প্রিয় প্রতিস্বর সতি প্রাণাধিকা প্রিয় প্রতিস্বর জগৎপতি ঘৃণা মোর নমস্কার জগৎপতি ঘৃণা মোর নমস্কার জয় পূজ্য নমস্য চূড়ায়াধার জয় পূজ্য নমস্য হৃদয়াধার জয় স্বামী পঞ্চ প্রাণ অধীশ্বর জয় স্বামী পঞ্চ প্রাণ অধীশ্বর জয় নারায়ণ তারক জ্ঞান জয় নারায়ণ তারক জ্ঞান জগৎপতি ঘৃণা মোর নমস্কার জগৎপতি ঘৃণা মোর নমস্কার
You've been muted. To unmute yourself, press the star key twice. Mute off.
আনন্দ প্রদায়ক জয় পত্নী আনন্দ প্রদায়ক তুমি ব্রহ্ম শিব লোক পারক তুমি ব্রহ্ম শিব লোক পারক পতি ব্রহ্ম স্বরূপ নির্গুণাধার পতি ব্রহ্ম স্বরূপ নির্গুণাধার জগৎপতি ঘৃণা দীনা নমস্কার জগৎপতি ঘৃণা দীনা নমস্কার जय भुवन मोहन पूर्णपिण्ड जय पति प्राणाधिका दया सिन्धु जय पति प्राणाधिका दया सिन्धु दासी सर्वदाता नाथ क्षमा कर दासी सर्वदाता नाथ क्षमा कर तब पद कंदे कोटि नमस्कार तब पद कंदे कोटि नमस्कार तब पद कंदे कोटि नमस्कार तब पद कंदे कोटि नमस्कार।
Jai Guru, Yogamopatesa, page 260, chapter 28. The final archive. Oh my dearest children, I am leaving you again on spending these few days so happily with you. On my departure, you cannot, of course, see me physically, but I shall always remain bright in your memory. Think of me with the help of memory. You will then experience how your heart is filled with boundless joy, flowing calmly from the thought of God. The Sannyasi and householders, all of you have congregated here. Today I tell all of you the words of my heart. If you ever confront any trouble or bad time, you recapitulate and meditate on my words. Desire for peace and bliss. After the attainment of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, I experienced within me such a sublime feeling that I never intend to enter into the clamor of the world. On the other hand, the upsurge of a powerful thought inspired me to spend the rest of life in the solitude of a forest and lonely place devoid of human relationships. But the desire of Jagat Guru was otherwise. So he sent me to the Society for the Welfare of the People. Hence, I have remained associated with you. Many of you have come to Guru without any desire. Everybody has definitely some desire in some corner of his life, of his heart. You have taken shelter of Thakura because you think that his desire will thereby be fulfilled. Again, desires are divergent. There is no need of further discussion of it. Universally, all desires aim at attainment of peace and peace. Each of you desires for peace and peace. You have taken shelter of a Sadguru to attain these two things. You have taken my refuge because you do not know the path of peace and bliss. Because I know that you have surrendered to me. You would not have come to me if you did not have any faith on me that I had known the path of truth. The path on which I have attained eternal truth is extremely arduous and painstaking. For that reason, I have shown you a new path. Your mind has not attained the stage of ekagra or niruddha. Therefore, you should unwittingly follow the path shown by me. You will see that the purpose of life is thus fulfilled.
जय गुरु। नीलाचल सारस्वत संघ पुरी ब्रांच अमेरिका सारस्वत संघ 910th weekly puja report. Adivasa puja was held on April 27th from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, with starting with Stotra Vandana, followed by Upadesa Patha and then Lila Prasanga Part 5. The attendance sheet is available on NAMSA's website. Sangha Puja was held on April 28th. First session 7:15 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. The morning session of the puja started at 7:15 a.m. With Miluma singing Pratikya Kette Khoje Nirabe, followed by Orpita Ma singing Mujhe Asare Ganuchi Dina and Anandamaya Nigo Ananda Jaya. During that time, devotees joined the puja either at NSM or via teleconference. Then Sanjit Bhai offered Mangal Arati to Sri Sri Thakura at NSM, followed by Vandana, Stotra Vandana led by Biswajit Bhai. Then Diptima read Sri Sri Guru Gita, verse 80, followed by Braja Bhai leading reading of Parichaya Patra and prayers for Sammilani and Bhakta Nivasa construction. Then Prabir Bhai read Sangha Sevaka, Sangha Sevaka of 60th year, third part, and we in the Sangha Sevaka we read about purification of our diet and thoughts. After the reading of Sangha Sevaka, Jnana Bhai invited Sri Sri Thakura for Balya Bhoga and all Bhais, Maharaj and young aspirants for Balya Prasad, and to attend second session of Sangha Puja. The first session concluded with Jai Guru Namakirtana. After that, Balya Bhoga was offered to Sri Sri Thakura. Bhais, Maharaj and young aspirants had Balya Prasad. Second session 9:30 to 11:45. Second session of the puja started at 9:30 a.m. with Devashish Bhai singing Abahana ke jane bela melibo ki nahi, followed by Jnana Bhai singing Thare Bansi Baja ko nahi and Eso Premamoy Nigomananda. Then Pranam Gana was sang and curtain was open. Jnana Bhai Nihar Bhai sang Bandana Charana Kamala He Dayamaya, followed by Tarini Bhai reading Nigama Upadesa, chapter Adopt Only One Principle, pages 264 to 265, followed by Ishwar Bhai reading minutes for the last session's Vivarani. Then Gauranga Bhai as Kendra Pratinidhi joined the session and discussed various topics about Sangha and the importance of Sangha. He discussed, as Sri Sri Thakura said, I have now forsaken individual sadhana and I'm focusing on group sadhana and have seen some results. Now go form a Sangha and you will realize me. If you obey Guru's advice and join Sangha with utmost sincerity, you will achieve salvation in this birth. Followed by Gaurang Bhai's discussion, followed by question and answers, and then we started young aspirant session with Prarthana Sangita sang by Divyang. His Prarthana Sangita was Asiva Pathara Sathi Tumemara, followed by Swatima taking attendance, and then discussing Bhagavad Gita chapter 6. Young aspirant session was concluded with Bhava Vinima from Saraswat, and then Paliya Jnana Bhai also offered Bhava Vinima, followed by Nimantran to Sri Sri Thakura for Madhyana Bhoga and evening puja. For the next Sangha puja, Pratisha and Kalpanama invited all Bhais, Maharaj and young aspirants, and then Jnana Bhai begged for forgiveness for any mistakes that might have occurred, followed by Subhendu Bhai singing Vidaya Prarthana Dayamaya Sri Charani, Then Joy Guru Namakirtana and Madhyana Bhagavad offered to Thakur in his room. Then Vishwit Bhai took attendance for all bhaktas, and the present bhakta in NSM took Madhyana Prasad. Sri Thakur Chanasita, Saraswata and Jnana Bhai. Joy Guru.
जय गुरु पंच सन्यासिनी दृश्य सन्यासिनी शांतिमय देवी सेतेबेलକୁ अन्य समस्ते जलरू उठी लुगा पालटिबारे लागिथिले। समुद्र गर्भरे जे एपरी गोटिए घटना घटिगलानी सेथिप्रति केही हेले लक्ष्य रखि नथिले। सेमाने भाबिथिले जे श्री श्री ठाकुर और शांति मां तो पक्का संतरण पटु। तेणु सेमाने भैरवी मां को नहीं बेसी समय धरी समुद्र स्नान जनित आनंद उपभोग करुछन्ते। श्री श्री ठाकुर महाराज और भैरवी मां उभय कूलरे पहुंची शांत देह नहीं बेलाभूमि रे पशि पड़िले। शांति मां तांकु सूर्य ताप आड़ुआड़ करी छिड़ा हेले। सेतेबेले समुद्र कूलरे उक्त घटना किछि हेले आलोचित होई नथिला। धर्मशाला को फेरी विश्राम नेबा परे श्री श्री ठाकुर समस्त निकटरे शांति मां को गुणर भूयसी प्रशंसा करथिले। मो मां सुरबला देवी मध्य आसाम मठरे अवस्थान कालरे श्री श्री ठाकुरंक निकटरू समुद्र स्नानर एही कहानी श्रवण करथिले। पूर्वरु स्थिर होइथिला जे तीर्थ भ्रमण शेषरे पुरीरू फेरी श्री श्री ठाकुर और भैरवी मां प्रथमे ढाकारे बड़धार जमीदार नरेंद्र नारायण राय चौधरी प्रासाद रे अवस्थान करिवे। सेतिकी बेले ज्योतिष बाबू आसी शांति मां को सेठारू भिन्न नहीं जिबे। ज्योतिष बाबूंको अंतरर भाव जहा हेउ ना काहेकि श्री श्री निगमानंद देवंक जस ख्याति सेतेबेले जेभଳି भाବରେ उत्तरोत्तर वृद्धि लाभ करुथिला सेथिरे सन्यासिनी शांति मां को निज परिवार रे और समाज मध्यरे स्थान दान करबा जे युक्तियुक्त ताहा कुट बुद्धि संपन्न ज्योतिष बाबूंको अंतर स्वीकार करि नैथिला। चट्टग्रामर विराट धनी सुरेंद्र चौधरी जे तांको मातांको शूल रोग निरामय निमित्त श्री निगमानंद देवंक कृपा भिक्षा करथिले। पूर्वरु तो राजफुल बाड़िया ठारे ज्योतिष बाबू एही संवाद अवगत होइथिले। सेतेबेले सुरेंद्र बाबू तो साधारण व्यक्ति नथिले। से भारत ब्रह्मदेशगामी गोटे जहाज कंपानीर तत्वाधिकारी एवं चट्टग्रामर जणे विशिष्ट व्यक्ति थिले। तांको मातांको रोग निरामय निमित्त से अजस्र अर्थ व्यय करिथिबारु लोके तांको सत्गृहस्थ बोली मने करुथिले। ज्योतिष बाबू जानि पारिथिले जे एही विशिष्ट व्यक्ति अल्प दिन हेला श्री श्री ठाकुरंकर शिष्यत्व ग्रहण करिछन्ति। आउ बावल प्रगणर स्वनामधन्य जमीदार नरेंद्र नारायण जे श्री निगमानंद देवंकु आमंत्रण करी तांको बड़धाहा को घेनी जाइथिले। ए संवाद मध्य ज्योतिष बाबू भग्नी कुसुम कुमारी पत्ररू अवगत थिले। आहुरी मध्य 1317 साल श्रावण संख्या आर्य दर्पण रे गोटिए विज्ञप्ति से पाठ करिथिले। सेथिरे लेखा थिला ढाकार जनैक जमीदार गोटिए विराट आश्रम प्रतिष्ठा निमित्त रमणार उत्तर दिगरे 50 बिघा प्राय 12 एकर जमी दान करिछन्ति। सेठारे अंततः 20 जन संसार विरागी युवक अवस्थान करिपारिबे। केते जन ब्रह्मचर्य पालनेच्छु छात्रंक पाई सत् परिपार्श्व मध्यरे वास करबा व्यवस्था मध्य कराजिबो। महाकाली पाठशाला अकरण रे गोटिए आदर्श बालिका विद्यालय स्थापित हेबो एवं जोगमाया ग्रंथागार नामक गोटिए पुस्तकागार स्थापित होई सेथिरे आर्य धर्म ग्रंथ समूह रक्षित हेबो। एहार समस्त व्यवहार
ଉକ୍ତ ଜମିଦାର ବହନ କରିବେ। କହିବା ବାହୁଲ୍ୟ ଜ୍ୟୋତିଷ ବାବୁ ବୁଝିପାରିଥିଲେ ଯେ ଉକ୍ତ ଜମିଦାର ନରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ନାରାୟଣ ରାୟଚୌଧୁରୀଙ୍କ ଭିନ୍ନ ଅନ୍ୟ କେହି ନୁହନ୍ତି। ପରେ ସେ ଶାନ୍ତି ମାଙ୍କ ପତ୍ରରୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଉକ୍ତ ସମ୍ବାଦର ସତ୍ୟତା ସମ୍ବନ୍ଧରେ ନିଃସନ୍ଦେହ ହୋଇଥିଲେ। ସୁତରାଂ ଏଥର ତୀର୍ଥ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟାଗତ ସହୋଦରଙ୍କୁ ଜ୍ୟୋତିଷ ବାବୁ ଅତିଶୟ ଆଦରରେ ସ୍ୱଗୃହକୁ ଘେନିଗଲେ। ଶାନ୍ତିମା ଫିନାରେ ଉପନୀତ ହେବା ମାତ୍ରେ ପୂର୍ବ ପରିଚିତା ମହିଳାମାନେ ଦଳବଦ୍ଧ ହୋଇ ଏହି ଜନମନହାରିଣୀ ସନ୍ନ୍ୟାସିନୀଙ୍କ ମୁଖରୁ ତାଙ୍କ ତୀର୍ଥଯାତ୍ରା କାହାଣୀ ଓ ପରମହଂସ ଶ୍ରୀ ନିଗମାନନ୍ଦ ଦେବଙ୍କ କୃତଗାଥା ଶ୍ରବଣ କରିବା ନିମିତ୍ତ ତାଙ୍କ ସମୀପରେ ଉପଗତ ହେବାକୁ ଲାଗିଲେ। ମୟମନ ସିଂହର ରାଜା ଉପାଧିଧାରୀ ମହାରାଜ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟକାନ୍ତ ସେ ସମୟରେ ଜଣେ ଦେଶ ପ୍ରସିଦ୍ଧ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି ରୂପରେ ପରିଚିତ ଥିଲେ। ବଙ୍ଗଭଙ୍ଗ ଆନ୍ଦୋଳନରେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ କାଳରେ ଭାରତର ବଡ ଲାଟ ଲର୍ଡ କର୍ଜନ ପୂର୍ବବଙ୍ଗ ଭ୍ରମଣରେ ଆସି ମହାରାଜ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟକାନ୍ତଙ୍କ ସେକେନ୍ଦ୍ରା ଭାକେନ୍ଦ୍ରା ପ୍ରାସାଦରେ ଆତିଥ୍ୟ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥିଲେ। କୈଲାଟିର ବିଶିଷ୍ଟ ଜମିଦାର ଶ୍ରୀ ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାର ମହାରାଜ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟକାନ୍ତଙ୍କର ପ୍ରିୟ ପାତ୍ର ଥିଲେ। ଗ୍ରାମରେ ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରକାଣ୍ଡ ପକ୍କା ଘର, ସେଥିରେ ପୁଣି ସେ ହାତୀ ପୋଷିଥିଲେ। ଏଥିରୁ ସହଜରେ ଅନୁମାନ କରିହେବ ଯେ ସେ କିଭଳି ଧନୀ ଥିଲେ। ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟକାନ୍ତଙ୍କ ରାଜପ୍ରାସାଦର ଠିକ୍ ବିପରୀତ ଦିଗରେ ମୟମନ ସିଂହର ସର୍ବଶ୍ରେଷ୍ଠ ମୁକ୍ତିଆର ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାରଙ୍କର ଅନ୍ୟ ଗୋଟିଏ ପ୍ରାସାଦ ଅବସ୍ଥିତ ଥିଲା। ସେଠାରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଗୋଟିଏ ହାତୀ ବନ୍ଧା ଥିଲା। ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ କାଳରେ ମହାରାଜ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟକାନ୍ତ ତାଙ୍କ ବ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ପାର୍ଟିର ବସବାସ ପାଇଁ 8,000 ଟଙ୍କା ମୂଲ୍ୟରେ ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାରଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ସେହି ସୁବୃହତ୍ ପ୍ରାସାଦ କ୍ରୟ କରି ନେଇଥିଲେ। କେବଳ ମୟମନ ସିଂହ ସହରରେ ନୁହେଁ, ସମଗ୍ର ମୟମନ ସିଂହ ଜିଲ୍ଲାରେ ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାର ସେତେବେଳେ ଜଣେ ସ୍ୱନାମଧନ୍ୟ ମୁକ୍ତିଆର ଥିଲେ। ଏହି ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାରଙ୍କର ଏକମାତ୍ର ସନ୍ତାନ ଶ୍ରୀ ଯୋଗେନ୍ଦ୍ରନାଥ ସରକାର ମୟମନ ସିଂହ ଜଜ୍ କୋର୍ଟର ଜଣେ ଖ୍ୟାତନାମା ଓକିଲ। ସେହି ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ବାବୁଙ୍କର ଏକମାତ୍ର କନ୍ୟା ସୁଶୀଳାଙ୍କ ବିବାହ ମୟମନ ସିଂହର ସବ ଆସିଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ସର୍ଜନ ଡାକ୍ତର ରାଜଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ଧରଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସମ୍ପନ୍ନ ହୋଇଥିଲା। ରାଜଫୁଲ ବାଡ଼ିଆଠାରେ ଏହି ରାଜଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ବାବୁଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଜ୍ୟୋତିଷ ବାବୁ ଅତିଶୟ ଆଗ୍ରହରେ ଆଳାପ ପରିଚୟ କରିଥିଲେ। ଉପରୋକ୍ତ ସମସ୍ତେ ଅଭିଜାତ ବଂଶର ସନ୍ତାନ ତଥା ସମାଜରେ ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠାବାନ ଗୃହସ୍ଥ ଥିଲେ। ଶ୍ରୀ ଯୋଗେନ୍ଦ୍ରନାଥ ସରକାର ଓ ଶ୍ରୀ ରାଜଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ଧରଙ୍କ ଗୁଣମୁଗ୍ଧ ନୁହନ୍ତି ଏପରି କେହି ଲୋକ ମୟମନ ସିଂହ ସହରରେ ନଥିଲେ। ଆଉ ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାରଙ୍କୁ ବା ନ ଚିହ୍ନେ କିଏ? ଶାନ୍ତିମା କହନ୍ତି, ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାରଙ୍କ ସମଗ୍ର ପରିବାର ଉପର ମହନ୍ତ ନିଗମାନନ୍ଦ ଦେବଙ୍କର ଅନୁରାଗୀ ଭକ୍ତ ଥିଲେ। 1317 ସାଲରେ ସସ୍ତ୍ରୀକ ଯୋଗେନ୍ଦ୍ରନାଥ ସରକାର ଓ ଡାକ୍ତର ରାଜଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ଧର ଶିଶୁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ନିକଟରୁ ଦୀକ୍ଷା ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥିଲେ। ଯୋଗେନ୍ଦ୍ରନାଥ ସରକାର ଶିଶୁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିନେଇ ନିଜ ଅଟ୍ଟାଳିକାର ସର୍ବଶ୍ରେଷ୍ଠ ଗୃହକୁ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାବରେ ସଜ୍ଜିତ କରି ସେଠାରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ରଖାଇଥିଲେ ଏବଂ ସମଗ୍ର ପରିବାର ଦାସଦାସୀ ତୁଲ୍ୟ ତାଙ୍କ ସେବା ନିରତ ହୋଇଥିଲେ। ସର୍ବଶେଷରେ ସ୍ୱର୍ଗତ ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ସରକାରଙ୍କ ବିଧବା ପତ୍ନୀ ନିତ୍ୟ ସୁନ୍ଦରୀ ଦେବୀ ମଧ୍ୟ ପରମହଂସ ଦେବଙ୍କୁ ଗୁରୁବରଣ କରିଥିଲେ। ଦୀକ୍ଷା ଗ୍ରହଣ ପରେ ଚାଳକ ଓ ଭଗ୍ନିପତି ଉଭୟ ଏକ ସଙ୍ଗରେ ଥରେ ଦୁଇଥର ଦୁର୍ଗାପୁର ଆଶ୍ରମରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ହୋଇ ଶ୍ରୀଗୁରୁ ମହାରାଜଙ୍କୁ ଦର୍ଶନ କରିଥିଲେ। ସେତିକି ବେଳେ ଶାନ୍ତିମା ସେହି ଦୁଇ ଜଣଙ୍କ ଅମାୟିକ ବ୍ୟବହାର, ବିନୀତ ଭାବ ଓ ଅକପଟ ଗୁରୁଭକ୍ତି ଦର୍ଶନ କରି ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟାନ୍ୱିତ ହୋଇଯାଇଥିଲେ। ଏହି ଆଲୋଚନା ପରେ ଶାନ୍ତିମା ବଳଦା ଇଷ୍ଟେଟର ଜମିଦାର ଶ୍ରୀ ନରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ନାରାୟଣ ରାୟଚୌଧୁରୀଙ୍କ କଥା ବର୍ଣ୍ଣନା କଲେ। ଯୋଗେନ୍ଦ୍ରନାଥ ସରକାରଙ୍କ ଗୃହକୁ ଯିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ବଳଦ ପ୍ରସାଦରେ ପଦାର୍ପଣ କରି ନରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ନାରାୟଣଙ୍କୁ ଦୀକ୍ଷା ପ୍ରଦାନ କରିଥିଲେ। ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସେବକ ଚିଦାନନ୍ଦ ମହାରାଜ ଓ ତହସିଲଦାର ମହାଶୟଙ୍କ ନିକଟରୁ ଶାନ୍ତିମା ବଳଧାର ଏହି ବିଖ୍ୟାତ ଜମିଦାରଙ୍କ କାହାଣୀ ବିସ୍ତାରିତ ଭାବରେ ଶ୍ରବଣ କରିଥିଲେ ଏବଂ କଥା ପ୍ରସଙ୍ଗରେ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ମଧ୍ୟ ତାଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ କେତେକ କଥା ପ୍ରକାଶ କରିଥିଲେ। ସେ ଯୁଗରେ ନରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ନାରାୟଣ ଆଜ୍ଞା
ମାସେ ରଖିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଜି ଡେରି ହେଇଗଲାଣି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଭାଇ ଏଇଟା 179 ପୃଷ୍ଠା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫରେ ରଖିଲେ। ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଶିବାନୀ ମହାନ୍ତି ମା।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ମ୍ୟୁଟ କରିଦେଇଥିଲେ।
ଓହୋ ଆଚ୍ଛା ହଉ।
प्रभु कृपा बही हृदय कुसुम सिंहासना करी दिया प्रभु कृपा बही अधीनी निदाना जीवनाई अबोझतोटी दुख दुख दुई थारा जीवनाई अबोझतोटी दुख दुख दुई धारा अज्ञानंधार कमन जुआरी भासी जाई बहु दूर अज्ञानंधार कमन जुआरी भासी जाई बहु दूर भवनाउरे करा परी दे तुम धर्मशाला भवनाउरे करा परी दे तुम धर्मशाला हृदय कुसुम सिंहासना करी दिया प्रभु कृपा बही निवेदना दूर करी खीद सकल विभिन्न चित्रियक तुम छवि दूर करी खीद सकल विभिन्न चित्रियक तुम छवि जनमी तुम्हार पहिरी करीबी जाना हमें प्यार पाही जीवाना धन्या करीबी भीजी मोरा सरे जाई जाना भीजी मोरा सरे जाई जाना मंदिरा हृदय कुसुम सिंहासन करी दिया प्रभु कृपा वही गाना मोरा दुआरे बनी बरासा करी बजेबे अथीरा मोरा दुआरे बनी बरासा करी बजेबे अथीरा मनारे साईता जिले तुमको स्मृति पटे जागो मोरा मनारे साईता जिले तुमको स्मृति पटे जागो मोरा जीवा गोला गले खरी दिया जीवा गोला गले खरी दिया दिया मंदिरा हृदय कुसुम सिंहासन करी दिया प्रभु कृपा वही गाना गाना जय गुरु। संसार पथे the ultimate aim of householders, worshipping the Brahma. We all inherit the knowledge of Vyasa and Vasishtha, the dharma of Sri Krishna, the knowledge of Buddha Deva, the ultimate knowledge of Shankaracharya, the Prema Bhakti, means the pure divine love and devotion of Chaitanya Deva as their heir. Our body also contains the molecule of every great saint. Hence, only through the grace of the Guru we can gain jnana and prema, true knowledge and pure divine love via inheritance. The nature of householders is developed on the semblance of 5 divine feelings of the Nitya Dhamma, means eternal abode. The principle of householders are the principle of devotion itself. The Ashtasakhis, the eight companions of the eternal abodes, are condensed manifestation of the eight divine beings. Lalita, Visakha, etc. are the emblem of each one of the divine feelings. In order to achieve perfection of divine feelings, one has to follow one of the eight companions, meaning the practitioner has to serve or treat Radha Krishna thinking of oneself as one of those eight companions. By carrying out spiritual practice this way, the witness state of Vedanta will flourish inside the practitioner. In the end, the practitioner will merge into Bhavadeha, means the body made of divine feelings of the companion, and will be considered as a retinue of Nitya Leela, means eternal divine bliss. Rai Ramanand was a real divine lover. His divine love didn't have any separation or detachment. If divine love is obtained after the practice of knowledge, there is no separation in that love. At that time, the premika, the divine lover, acquires the gopi bhava, means divine feeling of a gopi. Gopis are only witnesses. This is nirguna bhava, means unmanifested or beyond the three attributes. Rai Ramananda had obtained perfection of this divine feeling. A true divine lover has no distinction of any differences anywhere. As I have mentioned earlier, time doesn't remain constant forever. Presently, Hindus are beginning to understand that their religion is replete with subtle spiritual science and philosophy. Upon comprehending the mysterious essence inherent in Hindu religion to some extent, the seemingly lifeless science of the West is awakening its own ignorance. In recent times, Hindu children have started embracing Hinduism and are worshipping according to the Hindu tradition. Numerous educated people have developed interest in spiritual practices. When I published the epic Yogi Guru, many ridiculated it at that time, and they questioned its relevance in the era of drama and novels, doubting who would read this spiritual book. However, my apprehensions were eased after a few days of the book's publication. I came to a profound realization that innumerable Hindus continue to have deep faith in Hinduism. Many, after reading Yogi Guru, are able to understand and satisfy their curiosity. Many have encouraged me when they met me. Moreover, the most gratifying thing is that almost all of them are born in the upper class and are highly educated. Followers of Hinduism can be primarily grouped into three categories: those with lower, middle, and higher eligibility. Those with lower eligibility have such firm conviction that they don't encourage in arguments or seek proof. The people with higher eligibility know Hinduism is self-evident, hence they don't seek any proof. Those with the middle eligibility are skeptical and want evidences. Due to the influence of Western education, the number of these skeptics have grown in the Hindu society. My objective is to commit these skeptics into Hinduism. Jai Guru.
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ସଂଘ ସେବକରେ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନାରେ ଆଜି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରିବେ ଆଜି ହେଇଥିଲା से प्रार्थना कालीन प्रति देखुची नहीं गोटे टॉपिक नहीं जे प्रार्थना कालीन बर्तमान आसूची तर मूल फोकस उपासना उपाय उपासना कले कौन हम जो उपासना करुच्ची जो मैंने अनित्य वस्तु से अनित्य वस्तु उपासना कर पैसा पछे गोड़े से पैसा उपासना करुच्ची ये अन्य कौन मैंने विद्या पछे गोड़े उपासना करुच्ची तो से जहाँ उपासना कर अनित्य वस्तु उपासना करुवे अनित्य वस्तु प्राप्त हुए पुणी मनटा मैंने लगे पुणी आउ क्या पछे गोड़े तेणु से कहवा से शांति ना जेपर्यंत मैंने ठीक बुझीपारी ना जे आमर कौन प्रकृति आवश्यक कौन आम कौन पाइले केमती माने कौन दुख सुख दुख सुख आसब ना नित्यानंद प्राप्त हो पार से उपासना करवा आवश्यक मूलत व्याख्या कर बेसी किसी कहूनी खाली गीत गोटे श्लोक था हठात पड़नी जे देवान देवज जो जानती भक्त जानती नाम की देवता मान उपासना करती से देवता मान प्राप्त होती मोर भक्त मान जेहतु उपासना करती मत प्राप्त होती कहया कथा जे जस्ट यू नो यहाँ को आउटे ये करने एम्फासाइज करने जी जार उपासना कला से प्राप्त हम तेणु से भगवान कहते मत जो उपासना करती मत भक्त से मत मोर भक्त प्राप्त होती पचे पचे गोड़े से पैसा प्राप्त हम या अन्य कोई गोड़े से प्राप्त किंतु ठाकुर प्रकृत उपासना कर प्राप्त हवा समय अच्छी किसी क्विक क्वेश्चन पचारतु जेहतु गोटे विचार विषय कहला समय अनरिलेटेड टू दिस खाली खाली गोटे कथा कहीदे ठाकुर कहले उपासना निम्न अधिकारी मान कि उपासना कले चित्त शुद्धि हुए यहाँ मन रखा जो उपासना जो जो कहीदे निम्न अधिकारी अर्थ नहीं आम सब बड़ अधिकारी उपासना बंद करदेबू से कथा नहीं उपासना द्वारा चित्त शुद्धि हुए तो सहीटा इम्पोर्टाट जेपट आम चित्त शुद्धि नपट आम कौन करवा उचित न करवा उचित आम जापर ना तेणु जिते आम गंडगोल इत्यादि मन आसूसी भाव माने कनफ्लिक्टिंग भाव आसूसी जिते द्वंद्व मन भितर बिकज आम चित्तशुद्धि है ना चित्तशुद्धि सब चलीज से उपासना निहाती दरकार जो निम्न अधिकारी मान आम समस्त निम्न अधिकारी पढ़ी चित्तशुद्धि न आम जानवा आम निम्न अधिकारी तेणु उपासना कर चलवा ये रोज माने 10 बजला टू वाई सेशन श्रेया प्रार्थना संगीत
जय गुरु। ही पथटी दिया है मोती ही पथरी लिया ही पथटी दिया है मोती ही पथरे लिया जे पथ तुम चरण छुई चिरालो कामया से पथटी दिया है मोते से पथरे लिया ए मरते मिलन पथे भूली जेते भूली सेते चाली केते मिथ्या चाली पाई ताप भय से पथटी दिया है मोते से पथरे लिया से पथटी दिया है मोते से पथरे लिया टूटाई दे
संसार डोरी चालिबी खाली नमटी धरी नयन गोडु पडिब झरी पुलक भरलुह सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया तुमरी पाद पद्मर रेखा केते जेताही होइछि लेखा ताहारी पासे प्रणति ढाली चालिबी मेरी भय सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया चक्र से अमर देशे रखिब मोते तुमरी पासे मरम खोली परम सुरे गाइबी तुम जय सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया जे पथ तुम चरण छुई चिरालोकमय सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया सिही पथटी दिया हे मोते सिही पथरे निया। जय गुरु। Jai Guru, young aspirants. This is Shreya and I will be conducting our YA session today. I hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to it. I'll start first by taking attendance and then I'll share the meaning of the song I just sang. But while we're taking attendance, please go ahead and have today's reading materials ready for our discussion. I will ask one of you to read for us. Okay. With that, let's start our attendance. Aditi?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Adyasa?
Adyasa Divyamani join karne hanti.
Agya Ma. Jai Guru. Aisi? Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Anhik?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Ansh? Arnav? Oh, Ansh. Jai Guru. Arnav?
Jai Guru. Arnav's coming. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Aryan?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Ashrita?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Jamu?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Timmy? Jagrat?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Naitik?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Pratyusha?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Pratyush?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Sanvi?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Sarthak? Bobby? Shilpi?
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Shreyasi?
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Jimmy? Simran? Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Shrita. Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Suhani. Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Yukta. Jai Guru Ma. Jai Guru. Is there anyone I missed? Okay. In that case, I'll share the meaning of the song that I sang a few moments ago. It is basically communicating that to Thakura, show me that path and take me on that path that is always bright as it touches your feet. On this earth, the path that takes me to you, the more I go, the more I get lost. And so I've walked so much, not sure if it was going towards you, and that uncertainty is causing me pain. And I would just go along reciting your name, calling for you. At the end of my journey, please take me to your abode and keep me with you. I will forever sing your glory. And I think a theme of that will be discussed today in one of the stories that we read. So yet another prayer to Thakura that he continue to bring us closer to him. And I think that should be something we're always continuing to strive for whenever we call out to him. Okay, so continuing on with our program today, I thought we would switch gears a little bit and revisit some of what we used to do, which is read 2 short stories and talk about what we learned from them. And so the first one is the wisdom in advising others. And then after we read that, we'll pause to hear everyone's thoughts. And then the second story we will read through is the distinctiveness of Thakura's vision. So with that, I'm curious, Aishi, are you able to read for us today? Sure. Perfect. Just the first one, and then we'll pause, and then I'll let you know when we move on to the second one. Okay. Jai Guru. Wisdom in advising others. There was a saint who was performing sadhana in solitude. A milkman who used to bring some milk for the saint every day. The milkman had to cross the river on his way, and so he was delayed many times. The saint, being annoyed one day, asked him the reason for his tardiness. After hearing the milkman's explanation, the saint said, "Why? Why do you struggle so much? Hanuman was able to cross the sea by uttering the name of Lord Ram, and you cannot cross a mere river?" The milkman said, "Wow, I never knew that. Why didn't you tell me about it until now? I can certainly do that." The saint said, "If you have faith in his name, you can cross the river without any problem." The milkman was very happy to hear this. After reaching the river, he entered into it with absolute trust in God's name and could walk easily. The water level was up to his knee now, even where it was too deep before. The same way, the next day he crossed the river without difficulty and brought milk for the saint. The saint asked him, "How did you come so early today?" He replied, "You had told me yesterday that one could cross a river easily by having faith in Lord Ram's name. Trusting your words, when I got into the water after uttering Ram's name, the water level was diminished and I could cross it without any problem." The saint was stunned to hear this. That had happened in the Tretaya Yuga, where is Hanuman and where is a mere milkman. The saint had offered advice just for the sake of advice, but he had no faith in God's name. That is why, being amazed, he came with the milkman to observe the actual fact. The milkman got in the water after uttering the name of Lord Ram. The saint also uttered Ram's name and went in. As far as the milkman went, there was only knee-deep water, but for the saint, it was knee-deep as soon as he went in. The water became deeper from then on, and finally the water level was up to his neck. Subsequently, he retreated back to the store. The milkman then realized that the saint had no faith at all. The saint, being embarrassed, never gave advice again. Thank you. Thank you for reading. A lot of interesting things to talk about with this one, so let's get started. So in the first line of the story, it says, there is a saint performing sadhana in solitude. I'm curious, Yukta, can you remind us what sadhana is?
Jagru, sadhana is essentially an act done sadhana is done for a devotional purpose, Jagru.
Jagru, yes, exactly. Sadhana is a yogic tradition that refers to any spiritual practice. This could be like jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, which we have talked about before. And you follow it in order to attain ultimate spiritual realization. Exactly. So does anyone remember what the saint said you must have in order to cross the river without any problem? Sanvi, do you remember what the saint said you have to have in order to cross the river?
Jagru, you have to have faith in God's name, and that makes you cross the river without any problem. Jagru?
Jagru, yes, exactly. You have to have faith, he said. And faith is something we've talked about a lot. Atyusha, what is faith?
Jagru, I think faith is like having a pure belief in something. Jagru,
yeah, pure belief. I like those words. Let's hear how others describe it too. Anhik, how would you describe faith?
Jagru, I think faith is a belief, sometimes an absolute belief in something. No matter what happens, you still believe in it.
Jagru, yes, I'm really liking it. So belief, pure, absolute. How about Suhani? How would you describe faith? Suhani? Or how about IT? How would you describe faith?
I would describe faith as absolute trust in anyone or anything, and using that to help you guide. In Takra's case, trusting in Takra to help you guide you on the right path. Jagru?
Jagru, yes, I love that. I asked a number of you because faith can be described in different words to different people, and so faith can be anything that you think when you think of like confiding or trusting or having belief in something or someone. So faith is confidence in a person, thing, or concept. And in our context, which Aishi was getting to, in the context of religion, one can define faith as belief in a God or in the teachings of religion, and basically it's the utmost belief in that thing. So does having faith in God's name only save us from troubles in crossing a river, or can it help us in other things too? Simran, does faith in God's name only save us from these troubles like crossing a river, or can it help in other things too?
Chanting Satya's name can help in many things, including crossing a river.
Jagru, yeah, it can help us in many, many different things. What are some of those examples where faith in God can help us? Aditi, any examples of where faith in God can really help us?
Jagru, faith in God can help you in your everyday life when you're like nervous about something that's about to happen, because like if you have faith, like strong faith in God, like you know that like whatever happens is all up to Him and He's doing what's best for you. Jagru?
Jagru, yes, exactly. I really like how you said trusting that He's doing what is good for you, or what comes to you is good for you. Exactly. But getting to that stage can be a little bit tricky. I'm curious also to hear from Ansh. Any examples that you can think of where faith in God can help us a lot?
Guru, I think that where if you have faith in God, it's important to understand that you need to have it despite any proof. So I think, let's say you're facing some sort of difficulty in your life, having the belief or having faith in God, that gives you a mental support that you think someone will always be there for you, so you can continue on. Jagru?
Jagru, Ansh, yes, thank you for describing that. I really like how you shared. Yeah, faith in God's name helps in many, many things, from making big decisions to staying optimistic, or even the little things that we try to get done in our day-to-day. But I want to emphasize that it's important to remember that faith in God's name not only requires utmost surrender to Him, but also your very best in anything that you do. So just by chanting God's name, we cannot expect to see our prayers to be answered. Instead, we must practice the things we read about in Thakura's books and follow his teachings and really give our best in whatever we do. So that means not just, praying to Thakura and asking him for certain things to happen as your first resort, but rather trying your very best before you call out to him, and then only can we leave it to him to sort everything out for us. So it's I mentioned this saying a lot, but God doesn't do what you can do, he does what you cannot do. So that's where faith comes in. Okay, so now we'll reflect briefly. I want each of us to pause and think for a moment. Right now, if you tried to cross a large river uttering only God's name, do you think you would be able to? Do you think your faith is strong enough? And we're not going to share out loud per se, but just think about where your faith stands at the moment. Regardless of whether you felt confident you'd be able to cross or not, there are things I'm sure we can all do to continue to grow our faith in God. So, Pratyush, what are some ways you think we can grow our faith?
Jager, we can spend more time worshiping Thakura or God and doing things like seva and helping out others, Jager.
Jai Guru. Yeah, exactly. Doing seva, reading Thakura's books, chanting his name, doing puja, practicing his teachings, meditating. There are lots of ways we can continue to grow our faith. And, we're talking about growing it. Why should that be our goal? Shrija, why should it be our goal to grow our faith?
Because then, if we need our faith to grow, then we'll actually believe in him, and then if there's something we can't do, we'll have maybe enough confidence and faith to be able to do it, and with God helping us, take care.
Yeah, that was really well said. We have accepted Thakura as our guru so that through his teachings and guidance, we realize our purpose and become ideal human beings and eventually, hopefully, reach salvation. So faith is very, very necessary because we must have utmost belief and confidence in order to rely solely on his guidance to do what's right. Without that faith, it's going to be really difficult to have that devotion and belief that Thakura is our guru, or Thakura as our guru is there with us and within us to guide us all. So that's why it's really important that no matter at what stage we are in our faith, our goal is to always continue to grow it. Because the things that we're trying to do in this life are really, really hard. And so we're going to need his blessings as well throughout that path. Okay, so now we'll move to the second story, the distinctiveness of Thakura's vision. Aishi, when you're ready, if you could read the second one, that would be great.
Jai Guru. Once Sri Sri Thakura was having a discussion with a house full of devotees at Nupin Roy's house. Nupin Bhai's third son, Rabindra Chandra Roy, was also present there. Suddenly, Sri Sri Thakura turned to Rabindra Bhai and said, "Go open the back doors of your house. There are two girls waiting there." There was a door in the back side of Nupin Bhai's house. That door would remain shut most of the time as people usually came through the front door. As per Sri Sri Thakura's instructions, Rabindra Bhai went to check. The others waited curiously for his return. When Rabindra Bhai opened the door, he found two ladies standing there. They said that they had traveled a long distance to see Sri Sri Thakura, but since the front
of the house was crowded by the devotees. They came through the back of the house to get in. Ravindra Bhai kept them inside. All the devotees were stunned at the incident. Shri Thakur was talking to people inside and was still able to know who was doing what outside the house. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru Aishi, thank you for reading. I like the story a lot, often revisit it. But let's hear from each other what we got from revisiting this one. So to begin, I'm curious to hear from Shreyasi. How did Thakura know that the two girls were waiting without actually seeing them himself?
Thakura is aware of everything and everyone, and he has stronger connection and understanding of those who are willing or trying their best to have a stronger connection with him. And since these people had true faith and they were so devoted to seeing him, he could really feel and see their connection and understand what they wanted, and he had a stronger relationship with them, so he could see what they needed, and he's present everywhere, so he knows.
Yeah, he's omnipresent, I think is what you're getting at. And through that omnipresence, he knew that the two girls were waiting without seeing them. And so as our Guru, he loves us and all of his devotees immensely, and therefore resides in each and every one of us, which is why he can see and feel every one of us. So it's kind of like an intuition almost. And so Naitik, by noticing the girls, what did Thakura show to the other devotees there?
Jai Guru, what Thakura notices, it shows, even though he's busy with the people inside, he still knows that where people have faith in him and he can recognize them. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, yeah. He showed his deep love and care for his devotees, and that's the reason why he's able to see and feel all of them. So to his other devotees, he showed that even if they think that they may have been forgotten, they actually truly never will be forgotten. He remembers each and every one of us, which is really, really special. Okay, another moment to reflect. Again, want us all to pause and think about this question. Was there ever a time you felt like you might not have been seen, but then someone noticed you or included you? Again, no need to share out loud, but think back. Any moment where you thought you were kind of invisible, but then suddenly someone included you, and then you felt very seen? Sometimes this happens in group settings where people might feel excluded, or in conversations where your opinion might not be asked for. But now that you've all had a chance to reflect, I want you to focus on how you felt when you were finally acknowledged or included. How did you feel? And I'll ask a few of you to share some of those thoughts. So, Pratisha, how did it feel when you were finally included in something?
Jai Guru, I think it kind of felt a bit, I felt happier because I realized that I wasn't ever invisible to anyone. And I kind of felt a bit reassured. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you for sharing. Yeah, love that. Absolutely. Makes us feel happier, makes us feel like, okay, yes, our presence is being noticed. Yukta, how might you have felt when you were included in something?
Jai Guru, for me, when I was in elementary, I was a very shy kid, so I felt immensely grateful, I had gratitude that people were acknowledging me. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru Yukta, yes, thank you for sharing. Gratitude, such a strong feeling when people go out of their way to make sure that everyone is part of a discussion or a circle, or everyone is being heard. Really like that. And how about Anhik? How do you feel when others include you?
Generally, it gives me a sense of feeling included, and it just makes you feel happy because it kind of feels like they care about you, Jaguru?
Jaguru, yeah. It makes you feel like you have a purpose. You're not just someone who people don't want to hear from or don't want to incorporate in whatever it is that they're doing. And so when we finally do become a part of that thing, it makes us feel a lot, it puts us at ease. We realize that we can be a puzzle piece to this situation too. So, okay, it sounds like being noticed and included makes us feel really happy, important. And I'm asking us this because I want to connect this back to why we read about Thakura, or why we read about Thakura's divine acts and learn more about him. Not only is he our guru, and thus we want to learn more about his life and teachings, stories like this really help us see some of the meaningful things he did throughout his mortal life for his devotees. And when you see or learn about someone you look up to or admire, you tend to emulate some of their practices. So my point here is that we just discussed how this simple act by Thakura meant so much to the girls and the other devotees, but we also just reflected on how we've experienced similar feelings in similar situations in our own lives. So as a lesson, I encourage each and every one of us to think of a way we can make others feel seen, because I hope that we're all learning that each of us has that incredible power to make others happy and to help them feel heard and important. You'll recall one of the things that we learned from the Four Agreements was how powerful our words can be, and similarly how powerful our actions and gestures can be. So just the simple act of including people can be really meaningful, really transformative to that person, and we might not know it. So whether that's acknowledging how someone helped you, saying thank you, or stopping to ask someone how they're doing, I think it's really important for us to find ways to help spread our love and care. So we're saying that, it's really incredible that Thakura has this intuition for everyone, and without seeing those girls, he could include them. But we can practice the same thing too. We can have the same power if we are aware and always thinking about those around us. So to finish our session today, I wanted to ask a few of you to share something you learned or one thing you want to practice going forward after both of these stories today. So I'll start with Anhik. Would you share with us something that maybe stood out to you or you want to practice going forward?
Jaguru, I want to try to practice making people feel included, because there are some people that are new to my school, so I feel including them would be a very nice act, and it makes them feel valued. Jaguru?
Jaguru and Hake, yeah, that would be awesome. I'm sure that if you did that, it would go a long, long way for them. Really love that. Aishi, how about you? Anything you want to practice going forward?
Jaguru, I want to practice having more faith in Thakura and practice doing the things that will help me get more faith in Thakura, so that I can do nice things for others, I can help other people, and I can I'm gonna try my best at things, and then have my faith in Thakura, and Thakura will help me. Jaguru.
Jaguru, thank you for sharing, Aishi. Really like the emphasis on faith, because that's one that you never quite. There's always room for improvement, of course, and the more faith we have, the more it can continue to help us in our day-to-day lives. So, really love that. Sandy, how about you? Anything that stood out to you today?
Jaguru, I want to keep in mind that Thakura is everywhere and Thakura is watching me, so whenever he is, I want to practice good deeds, include others, and as well as increase my faith in him so I can feel blessed. Jaguru?
Jaguru, yes, awesome. Love all of that. Especially the call out that, yeah, he really is. He never forgets any of us. So he's always there, not only, knowing everything that's going on within our lives, but he's also within us. So anytime, anywhere we want to feel connected or remind ourselves of his love and care for us, we just have to look within. 100%. Okay, how about Pratyush? Anything that resonated with you?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes. I'm curious if anything from either of the stories resonated with you or anything that you want to practice going forward.
Jacob, what I want to practice forward is sort of from the story of the milkman, where I feel it would be the best possible case if I had my full faith in Thakura and I had no doubts. Whenever I have problems, I could just chant his name and it would be fine. Jacob.
Yes, absolutely. Really love that. How about Simran? Is there anything you learned today or anything, maybe you already do this too and you want to continue doing?
Jacob, I would continue to have more faith in Thakura and follow his stories and listen to him and practice more. Jacob.
Jai Guru. Yes, always remembering him, always practicing what we're learning from him. It'll take us really, really far. How about Shrija? What are your thoughts?
Jacob, I would want to have more faith in God so he would help me when I would have difficult times, and then I would love to practice more of doing meditation so I can calm myself, and then I won't be more not try to calm myself, so I'll have good faith in God, and then I'll be more nicer to people. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for sharing. There are so many things we can do, not only to be better people, but also to have more faith in Thakura, and just ensure that the energy that we spread is exactly what he would want us to do. So I'm really loving hearing all of the many ways that you all have shared that you like to do that going forward, or maybe you already do and want to continue to do so. That's really, really awesome. And sometimes we forget to actively do those good deeds or meditate or make time for those practices that can make us better. But as long as we continue to remind ourselves and make it a practice to start with one small thing and continue to do that every day, it'll take us a really long way. So that concludes our discussion for today. We are out of time. I beg for forgiveness for any mistakes that I might have made, but thankful for the opportunity to learn from you all. Today, Pratyusha has Pari and Bhava-Vinimaya Seva, so Pratyusha, please go ahead when you're ready. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. I'm very grateful that today I have Bhava-Vinimaya Seva, and I try to pray every day, and sometimes in the mornings I miss prayer, and I feel quite sad when I get to school because praying just makes me feel a bit calm and peaceful. And because of the rush, sometimes I miss it, though I really try to always attend it. Recently I started reading a new book of Thakura, but I can't always continue reading, and sometimes I can't make time out for it, and sometimes I forget. But I really hope to pursue that reading his books because they're so educational and they really teach me a lot about life in general. Jagger.
जय गुरु प्राणर ठाकुर श्रद्धेय भाई माँ पिला माने आज मोर भाव विनिमय सेवा रे मु ठीक रे जानिनी कौन कहिबी बट गोटे जिनस मन को आछि आर वीक रे ज्ञान भाई कहितले जे आमे जेते रियलाइज करवा निज भितर ठाकुर अछंती प्लस अन्य भितर भी ठाकुर अछंती माने कथाटा बहुत छोट कथाटे आमे सब बेले भी सेटा जानूचे पिला दिन पढ़ी आसे ठाकुर गछरे पत्ररे फुलरे फलरे पत्थररे कांथरे सबुठी अछंती इवन प्रहलाद कथा भी आमे सुनिचे कि जेतबेले गोटे रियल सिचुएशन आसे सेतबेले एई जिंसटा हठात निज भितर एई ज्ञानोदय हुएनी कि आमे रियलाइज करनु जे आम भितर ठाकुर अछंती बा अन्य भितर भी ठाकुर अछंती तेणु आमे केमिति बिहेव करबा कथा एई जिंसटा सेदिन ज्ञान भाई पाख सुनला पर मो मन रे आउ थरे ने टिके एनालाइज करथली सुनु सुनु मते बहुत भल लागितला जे हां एई जिंसटा जते पारे प्रैक्टिस करबा आउ हठात सेई सोमवार दिन एमिति सिचुएशन हला आउ जोटा मु डिटेल एते डिस्क्राइब करिया को चाहूनी सिचुएशन अननेसेसरी समय नष्ट बट एमिति हला जे अनएक्सपेक्टेडली हमको किछि गोटे ये रे लागला जे हमर खेती उडा निहाती भूल एमिति हबा कथा नुहे आमे ए भूलटा जेहेतु हमर भूल नुहे आमे से क्षतिटा सहिया कथा भी नुहे माने सेटा हमर इनिशियल काहे कि सब बेले मु न्याय अन्याय सहिबाटा भी अन्याय से जिनसटा मु सब बेले भाबे बहुत थर किंतु टिके मु जदी थंडड़ी की 5 मिनिट जतरे भाबिली अथरे तापर मते ज्ञान भाई से कथाटा हठात मोर मन पड़ला जे निज भितर ठाकुर अछंती प्लस अन्य भितर ठाकुर अछंती तेणु एई जे सिचुएशन टा आसिला अन्यर से भितर किछि भूलटा अछि बोली मु भाबुची होत न थाई पारे ठाकुर मते चेतेवा को चाहूछन जे तू भाबे ता भितर भी ठाकुर अछंती से तते कोन कहिया को चेष्टा करछंती कि ए सिचुएशन टा कोन टिके जतळे मु भाबिली मते एई जो ज्ञानटा एटा मो मन को आसिला तापरे मु संगे संगे आम भाई को कि राजी भी ही गली जे नाइ ठीक अछि मे बी समथिंग एल्स इज देयर तेणु आमे क्षति हेले भी एटा इट इज ओके आउ तेणु सेई अनुसार आमे कलु काम जहा फल आग सामना लोक मन भी दुख हेनी आमको से क्षतिटा हठात जदि भी अन्य को सिचुएशन होते बहुत बाधी था बिना कारण रे किसी क्षति खराब लगे किंतु एटा आमे से नहीं सारा पर आमको किसी भी खराब लगलानी जदि क्षति किसी बाधी तो मो छोटिया छोटिया ज्ञान गुड़ाक सतरे सिचुएशन काम लगे सेटा हमर डिसीजन मेकिंग बहुत इजी हो जाउची और प्लस मनर दुख भी कमी प्लस अन्य मनर दुख दबा भी बहुत कमी जाउची ए जिनसटा मु सोमवार दिन निजे रियलाइज कली मते बहुत पर मो निज मन को शांति लागला जे छोटिया कथाटे हेले भी मु माने काम सेटा लगेई पारली जिनसटा मु सब बेले ठाकुर को प्रार्थना करछि जे सान सान जिनस छोट छोट जिनस गुड़ाक सिचुएशन जो आसुची मो भितर आपन से ज्ञानटा दियंतु आउ कहीं बहुत बेले मु भूली जाए मु सब बेले माने थियोरिटिकल नॉलेज रे जायो अन्याय करिया कथा नै अन्याय कहिबाटा भी गोटे बहुत बड़ अन्याय एई सब जिनस गुड़ाक आजिकल धीरे धीरे मु बहुत एनालाइज करूची जे भूल ठीक न्याय अन्याय विचारटा सेटा मो पाई हुए तो जोटा ठीक बोली मु भाबुची अन्य पक्ष ठीक न होई पारे तेणु मु किए से का एते न्याय अन्याय करी युक्तर्क करी अଯଥା अन्य मान मन रे दुख देवाटा तेणु से जिनसटा मु आजकल प्रैक्टिस करिया को बहुत चेष्टा करछि 2-3टा जिनस निज भितरे ठाकुर नाम नबाटा मोर बहुत बढ़ी मु निजे रियलाइज करछि मु निजे पूजा प्रार्थना ध्यान धारणा करे किंतु ठाकुर नामटा बहुत दिन भितर मोर मन को मन आसी जाउछि सब माने चुपचाप बसला बेले ये किछि आजकल तो काम बहुत कम लाणी भितर मो ठाकुर नामटा आसुछि आउ मु निजे चेष्टा निंदा पर चर्चा बहुत कमी जाइए पूरा 100% कमी पारुनी कहीं बेले बेले आसुची जो तमें निजे भी तुम सामने जदि पर निंदा पर चर्चा होउची तुम शुणिया को पड़ुची कहीं जदि न शुणी हठात मु देखुची जदि मु चलबी कि तार वितरण करी जो सामने जो लोकटी कहूची मत बेले बेले लगुच मन भी दुख है कहीं सी हुए तो आश्वासना कहूची कि ता मन दुख अच्छी बोली कहीदेले हल्का लगे बोली से अन्य ना कहूँ सेमती भी हो पारे तेणु से जिनसा कम्प्लीटली बंद होनी अन्य दुख दबाटा भी मु बहुत चेष्टा करछि आजिकली जमती मोर जान रे मु का मन रे टिके माने अवॉइड करबी का मन रे न दबा पई ସଦାଚାର ଭିତରେ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ମୁଁ ସେୟାର କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି। ସକାଳୁ ବହୁତ ଥର ହେଲା ମୁଁ ଶୁଣୁଛି ଯୋଉ ହେଇ ବି କହିଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉ ସକାଳୁ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମ ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତରେ ଠିକରି ପୂଜା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କଲେ ଭଲ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆଜିକାଲି ସେଇଟା ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିଥିଲି ଶୁଣିବା ପରେ, କିନ୍ତୁ କଣ ହଉଛି ଆଜିକାଲି ତ ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ନିଦ ହଉନି, ନିଦ ହେଲା ବେଳକୁ ବହୁତ ରାତି, ଆଉ ତାପରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସକାଳୁ ଉଠିବାକୁ ଯଦି ଜିନିଷଟା ମୁଁ ପଢୁଛି ତାହେଲେ ମତେ ଲାଗୁଛି ନ ଉଠିଲେ ଭଲ। ଆଉ ମୋ ଭିତରେ ଠାକୁର କହୁଛନ୍ତି ହଁ ଚିନ୍ତା କରନି ତୁ, ଯଦି ନିଦ ହଉନି ଆଉ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତୁ ଶୋଉଛୁ ଶୋଇଲା। ଆଉ ଆର୍ଥ ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ହେଇଥିଲେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ତମେ ବାପା ହିସାବରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିବ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ସହଜ ହେଇଯିବ। ତେଣୁ ଏଇ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡା ମତେ ଲାଗୁଛି କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ। ତେଣୁ ଏଇ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ମୁଁ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଜାଣିନି ଭଲ କି ମନ୍ଦ, ବଟ୍ ଏଇ ମୋଟିଭେସନ ଟା ମିଳୁନି। ଆଉ ଆଜିକାଲି ଜିନିଷରେ ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଅନ୍ୟ କାମରେ ଆସିବାଟା ଟିକେ ବହୁତ କମିଯାଏ। ଘରେ ହଉ, ପରିବାର ଭିତରେ ହଉ, ସାଙ୍ଗସାଥି ଭିତରେ ହଉ କି କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ଭିତରେ ଆଗରୁ ମୁଁ ଯୋଉ ଏନର୍ଜିରେ ଯୋଉ ମୋଟିଭେସନ ରେ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରୁଥିଲି ବା କାମ କରୁଥିଲି, ଏବେ ସେଇଟା କମି ଯାଉଛି। ମେ ବି ମୋର ପୁଣ୍ୟ ଫଳ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ କମିଗଲାଣି, କାହିଁକି ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର କାମରେ ଆସିବାଟା ବି ସେମିତି ବଳ ଥିଲେ ତମେ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର କାମରେ ଆସିପାରିବ। ତେଣୁ ମୁଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରୁଛି ମତେ ସେ ସୁଯୋଗ ଆହୁରି ଟିକେ ବେଶୀ ବେଶୀ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଟିକେ କହିକି ମୋର ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ ସମାପ୍ତ କରୁଛି। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ।
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ପ୍ରାଣର ଭାଇ ଭକ୍ତ ଭାଇ ମତେ ଏଇ ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ ସେବାଟି ବହୁତ ଡର ଲାଗେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ୱିକ୍ ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା ଭାବୁଛି ଯେ ଏଇ ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ ସେବାଟି କାହିଁ ଡର ଲାଗୁଛି। ଠାକୁର ତ ଉଠିକିରି ଆମକୁ ବାଡଉନାହାନ୍ତି କି କିଛି କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, କି କୋଉ ଭାଇ ମା ତ କିଛି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି। ତାପରେ ଡରଟା ରହୁଛି ଯେ ମୋର ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ ଯେ କଣ କରିବି କଣ ନାହିଁ, ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ। ସେମିତି ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳକୁ ତ କିଛି ତ କରୁନୁ, ଠାକୁର ନିୟମ କିଛି ପାଳନ କରୁନୁ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଭାଇ ମା ଏବେ କହିଲେ ଯେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ନିଦ ହଉଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ମତେ ବହୁତ ନିଦ ହଉଛି। ତ ମତେ ଗୋଟେ ଥର ଭାଇ ପଚାରିଲେ ଯେ ତୁ ଏତେ ଶୋଉଛୁ ତ ତୋର କଣ ଲାଭ କଣ ହଉଛି? ମୁଁ କହିଲି ମୁଁ ଏତେ ଶୋଉଛି, ମୋର ଡିପ୍ରେସନ ହଉନି କି ପରମିତା ପରିଚିତ ମୁଁ କରୁନି, କାହା ସବୁ ଯାଇ ଗପୁନି। ତ ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଛାଡ, ଗୋଟେ ଖରାପ ଜିନିଷଟା ଗୋଟେ ଭଲରେ କଲି। ତାପରେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର ଆମେ ଯାଇଥିଲୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ମୋର ଭଉଣୀ ଝିଅ ଥିଲା ଯେ ତୁ ନାମ ଜପ କର। ଯେହେତୁ ଛୋଟ ପିଲା ସେ କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରିଲାନି, ଆସିକିରି ଏଇ 1-2 ଦିନ ତଳେ ମତେ କହୁଛି, ମତେ ନାଇଁ ଭାଇଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛି, ଆଉ ପାପା ତୁ ମାନ ଜପ କର। ମାନ କଣ ଜପ କରିବି? ମୁଁ କହିଲି ମାନ ଜପ ନୁହଁ, ସେ ବୋଧେ ତାକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ନାମ ଜପ କରିବାକୁ, ସେ ଭୁଲି ଯାଇଛି ନାମକୁ ମାନ କହୁଛି। ଆଉ ସେଇଠି ମୋର ମନେ ପଡିଲା ସେ ଯୋଉ ଗୋପାଳ ଆଉ ଗୋପାଳ ଜିନିଷ। ମୁଁ କହିଲି ସେ ଛୋଟ ପିଲା ହେଇଗଲେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର କେତେ ମନେ ରଖୁଛନ୍ତି, ଇଏ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ଯେମିତି ଏଲେ ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳେ ମତେ ସେ ଯାହା ସ୍କୁଲରେ ପଢାବ ମତେ ଆସି କହିବ ଯେ ଆଉ ଏଥରକ ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ସୁଇଟ ଦବୁନି, ସୁଇଟ ଦେଲେ ଡାଇବେଟିସ୍ ହଉଛି ଇଏ ହଉଛି, ତ ଏଥରକ ଆମେ ହାଜମୁଲା ଦବା। ତ ଏମିତି ସବୁ କଥା କହିବ। ଏବେ ପୁଣି ଗୋଟେ କଣ କରିଛି ନା ମାନ ଜପ, ଯିଏ ଯାହା କଥା ହଉଛି ଟିଭି ମିଡିଆ ସହିତ ଯାହାର କଥା ହଉଛି ତମେ ମାନ ଜପ କର, ମାନ ଜପ କର। ତ ସମସ୍ତେ ହସୁଛନ୍ତି। ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଯାହା ହଉଛି ତ ସେତିକି ମନେ ରଖି କହୁଛି, ଆମେ ତ ସେତିକି ବି କରିପାରୁନୁ। ଏମିତି ସବୁ ଚାଲିଛି। ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଦୟାରୁ ତ ସବୁ ଚାଲିଛି ଠିକ ଠାକ, ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ କଥା। ଆଉ କିଛି ବି ମାନେ ହେଲେ ଆମର କଣ, ଆମେ କାହାକୁ ଜଣଉ ନ ଜଣଉ ଠାକୁର ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ଯାଇ କହିଦେବା। କିନା ଯାଇକିରି ସେଇ ଇଏରେ ମୁଁ କହିଦଉଛି ଯେ ଠାକୁର ଏଇଟା କାହିଁ ହେଲାନି, ଏଇଟା କାହିଁ ନ ହେଲାନି। ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ କଥା ଆମେ କିଛି ଶୁଣୁନୁ, ଖାଲି ଆମ ତରଫରୁ ଆମେ ସବୁ କହିଚାଲିଛୁ। ଏମିତି ହେଇକିରି ଚାଲିଛି। ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଦୟାରୁ ସବୁ ଠିକ ଠାକ ଚାଲିଛି। ଯାହା ବି ଭୁଲ ଥିବ, ଯାହା ଇଏ କରିଥିବ ମତେ କ୍ଷମା କରିବ, ଏତିକି ରହୁଛି। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ।
ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟାହ୍ନ ଭୋଗ ପାଇଁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ, ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରସାଦ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିବେ, ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ଇଭିନିଂ ପୂଜା ପାଇଁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିବେ।
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ମୁଁ ଠାକୁର, ଭକ୍ତ, ଭାଇ, ମା ଓ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟାହ୍ନ ଭୋଗ ଓ ଇଭିନିଂ ପୂଜା ପାଇଁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରୁଛି। ଆଉ ଆଜି ପୂଜାରେ ଯେଉଁ ସବୁ ତ୍ରୁଟି ଘଟିଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଠାକୁର
ତାପରେ ଜ୍ଞାନ ଭାଇଙ୍କର ଗୁଣ ସୁବାସ ପରେ ଆସିବ ଆଗେ
ହଉ ଭାଇ।
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ପ୍ରାଣ ଠାକୁର ଭାଇ ମା ମାନେ ଆମର ଚତୁର୍ବିଂଶତି ଗୃହାସନ ବାର୍ଷିକ ଉତ୍ସବ ଆସନ୍ତା ଶନିବାର ମେ 11 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ ଅନୁଷ୍ଠିତ ହେବାକୁ ଯାଉଛି। ସେଥିରେ ଠାକୁର ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଆମର ସଂଘର ସବୁ ଭାଇ ମା ହଉ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ତଥା ପରିଚାଳକଙ୍କର ଅନୁମୋଦନ କ୍ରମେ ରବୀନ୍ଦ୍ର ପରିଡ଼ା ଭାଇଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛି। ସେ କେନ୍ଦ୍ର ପ୍ରତିନିଧି ଭାବେ ଯୋଗଦାନ ଦେବେ। ଆଉ ଏହି ସପ୍ତାହରେ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ପଠେଇବୁ। ସକାଳ 7:30 ଆରତି ଏବଂ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଅଧିବେଶନ 9:30 ଅନୁଷ୍ଠିତ ହେବ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଠାକୁର ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଭାଇ ମା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ।
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ବିଜୟ ଭାଇ ଅକ୍ଷୟ ତୃତୀୟା ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିବେ ପୂଜା ପାଇଁ।
ବିଜୟ ନାହାନ୍ତି, ଆଉ ଜଣେ କିଏ କରନ୍ତୁ, ସେ କହିପାରିବେନି କହିଛନ୍ତି। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ।
ଓହୋ ଆଚ୍ଛା। ପ୍ରଭାତ ଭାଇ ଥିବେ ଆଶ୍ରମ ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ପ୍ରଭାତ ଭାଇ
ଅଛନ୍ତି। जय गुरु। प्रणाम ठाकुर महाराज, भक्त भाई यंग एस्पिरेंट्स। ठाकुर आमर अक्षय तृतीय विशेष पूजा आसंता शनिवार 11 तारिख दिन अनुष्ठित हेब। आलिया पाली नहीं विजय भाई, विश्वरंजन भाई, बनलता माँ, शिवानी महांती माँ और सोनाली माँ। ठाकुर आपन को निमंत्रण जनाचु। आउ सब भक्त भाई माँ यंग एस्पिरेंट समस्त को निमंत्रण जनाचु। आपण माने समस्ते पूजा योगदान करिकी आमको सेवार सुजोग देवे। ठाकुर आपणकर अमृतवाणी शुणे कि आमको कृतार्थ करेंगे। जय गुरु।
आश्रम मंदिर अच्छा नेक्स्ट जा आसी अनु भाई।
जय गुरु। श्री ठाकुर भाई माँ अयांगासन मान को आस्था संघ पूजा को निमंत्रण करुछि।
जय गुरु। प्राण ठाकुर आमर मोर श्रेया पृथ्वी भाई आसंता रविवार 12 तारिख को संघ पूजा पाली। आपन को समस्त माँ भाई और यंग फ्रेंड्स को निमंत्रण जनाऊँ। पूजार जोगी पूजा टी को साफल्यमंडित करेंगे और आमको सेवार सुयोग देवे। जय गुरु।
जय गुरु। आज पूजार जानतर अजाणतर बहुत गुड़े त्रुटि तो घटी थे, तो से श्री ठाकुर भाई और माँ मान क्षमा प्रार्थना।
जय गुरु। दयामय श्री चरणे एहि निवेदन दयामय श्री चरणे एहि निवेदन निरंतर ताब करिबि स्मरण निरंतर ताब करिबि स्मरण इहा छड़ा न रहिब इतर कामना इहा छड़ा न रहिब इतर कामना
प्रभु मोहि दास एहि अहंकार तुमे प्रभु मोहि दास एहि अहंकार एकमात्र जीव प्रबल संस्कार प्रभु एकमात्र जीव प्रबल संस्कार एथि लगी जीवी काले न मिले मुक्ति एथि लगी जीवी काले न मिले मुक्ति तथापि रखिबे मने अनंत ध्रुपति प्रभु तथापि रखिबे मने अनंत ध्रुपति तुम्हारी दृष्टि भीतरे तुम्हारी जगते तुम्हारी दृष्टि भीतरे तुम्हारी जगते पड़ी थी जही तही तुम्हारी इंगिते प्रभु पड़ी थी जही तही तुम्हारी इंगिते ध्वंस करे रचनार अभिनव रूप ध्वंस करे रचना अभिनव रूप देखी देखी आसी जीव असल स्वरूप प्रभु देखी देखी आसी जीव असल स्वरूप मिलाई न पारी जीवी तब जंत्री स्वर मिलाई न पारी जीवी तब जंत्री स्वर तब में बाई जीवी भंगा बीड़ा मोरा प्रभु तब नमी बाई जीवी भंगा बीड़ा सुनो बन सुनो गिही शिव अहंकार सुनो बन सुनो गिही शिव अहंकार तुम्ही प्रभु मोहि दास एतिकी संस्कार प्रभु तुम्ही प्रभु मोहि दास एतिकी संस्कार प्रेममय श्रीचरणे करि निवेदन प्रेममय श्रीचरणे करि निवेदन प्रेममय श्रीचरणे करि निवेदन प्रेममय श्रीचरणे करि निवेदन तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन प्रभु तुम जय गाउथिबी सारा जीवन जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय 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 जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु জয় গুরু জয়
জয় গুরু জয় গুরু জয় গুরু
জয় গুরু জয় গুরু জয় গুরু জয় শ্রী ঠাকুরের প্রেমানন্দ জয়।